to get started, folks.
Washington's 106.7 WJFK. Here starts Ron and Fez.
Okay, good. You're in for that, right?
Ron and Fez.
All right, it's the Ron and Fez show, and we have a mystery guest in the studio tonight, 866-277-4969. Fez has been resting comfortably under a wet towel during the commercial break.
I wish we could have found a dry one.
I don't know why you didn't take it off. I was outside smoking with the mystery guest.
Well, I wanted to make sure I didn't ruin it for myself in case someone walked in or something like that or went by the window.
I felt like I was sitting here with like a prisoner who was being transported because Fez and I didn't speak to each other, but then I was looking at him and he wasn't, I don't know what he was looking at. It was just starting to get scary.
Fez was doing the perp walk.
Oh, that's a good guess, the mystery guest.
That's the mystery guest's voice?
Yes. And this is mine.
All right, I know you're Ronnie.
Now, did you want to hear the song of you drunk and crying again?
No, everyone knows, you know.
No, I did not want to. Thank you.
All right, let me give you some hints with the mystery guest.
Okay, thank you.
I believe this is one of your best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you'll say, Mr. Guest, would you please stay at my house tonight?
I will?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, mystery guest.
Yes.
Do I know you from WJFK?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounded like a kind of an iffy yeah. Let's see here. Have you been a guest on this show?
Nope.
All right, so have we worked together?
Also think school.
School?
Yeah.
Who did I go to school with?
You don't remember one person?
I remember Jonah Bobo's dad. It's not him, is it?
No. That's a stupid guess. That's 2 down. Peggy Cass.
All right, do I know you from WNEW in New York?
Yeah.
All right, have we partied together?
No.
We haven't partied together. Do you play a musical instrument?
Poorly.
Did we work together at WNEW?
At times.
Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Is it the Hawk?
No, I said one of your best friends.
I always had a fondness for Hawk.
I'd say your all-time best friend.
And Hawk partied with you.
Is it Rory?
No.
Ooh, sorry.
Think best friend.
Best friend?
Yes. Not crush, but best friend.
And Rory partied with you, too.
Right.
It's not Wonder Boy come back, is it?
Best friend.
All right, do you currently work in satellite radio?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a picture here. And it's not Tuttle.
No, best friend.
Best friend.
Think even better friend than Tuttle.
You're my best friend, Ronnie.
No, I'm not. I'm best friends with Steve Baldwin. So whenever,
me.
And by the way, anytime that you're going to blindfold me, it better be Steve Baldwin when I take the blindfold off. Or even Alec.
All right, are you currently working in radio? Because I think I know who it is. Is it Al Dukes?
No.
That's a good guess, though.
It's not Al Dukes. And I know you from New York. We didn't party together. Were you one of the producers on the show?
You could call it that.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
All right, now I'm starting to... All right, let me ask you this. Is your favorite date dinner chicken parmesan?
I never had it. She did.
Has your stomach been altered in any way surgically?
Maybe a couple of times.
Can I take a guess now, Ronnie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it Billy Staples?
Your best buddy, go ahead.
Oh, God.
My God, is there anybody from New York you didn't mention?
Look at the hugs.
How are you?
Hello, Billy Staples. Oh, God, this towel's even dirtier on the outside now that I look at it.
Your face is so red from under there. Must have been hot as hell, huh?
I couldn't breathe.
You look like the runaway bride
You know
coming
what?
in from the airport.
But I love the way it's dropped your hair down into a George
Bangs.
Clooney look.
It's you.
I
Yeah.
know, now I have a big Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar, that's the deal. I still call it a George Clooney.
Oh, I'm missing the big Teddy Roosevelt mustache. Oh.
Yeah, those days are over.
You missed all that.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing here, Billy?
I came on a mission of mercy.
He's here.
Yours or ours?
I came to deliver you a couple of things, Fez. I hear you were having a little trouble. Here is a 24-hour coin.
Oh, Fez, that's nice.
Thank you, Billy.
And since I heard about your Klonopin problems, I also brought you a 24-hour NA keychain.
Wow, nice.
Nice. You stay at all the best places.
I had quite a few left over, so.
Billy chucks them around like a vendor.
He just signs them and hangs them out.
Billy, you still sober?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, because I get more emails that say that you're not.
No, you know what, Ron? All we have is today. You know, you know,
When's the last? How long is your chip now?
I don't have a chip right now. I just gave it to Fez.
All right, now, so it was a 24-hour one?
Yeah.
Because
I have a few others.
every time you post some drunken thing online, I get an email of it. And you're not spelling correctly.
Well, I spell great. I type poor.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, that's the problem.
When you're lit up, you are one of the worst typists I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is a problem. But, you know, I'm not going to say that's always the case. You know,
Right.
I do type poorly sober. You know, there are times when, you know, you just start typing.
No,
and it's
no.
gibberish.
I could read the email to you that just came in yesterday. Somebody sent me.
No.
And I tried to read over it. It made no sense.
That must have been before the past 24 hours.
24 hours isn't up yet.
I'm going to try to say, because it just says something like, more proof that Billy's drunk is
Nice.
the name of it.
CSI doesn't gather this much evidence by the end of the episode.
It's,
All right, Billy, with everything that you've been through
yeah.
and as committed as you are to the program, what is keeping it from sticking for you? I mean, we all
They
know.
haven't outlawed alcohol.
Yeah. But
Everywhere you go is there.
I know, but we all know that you've bottomed out.
You won't run. Rooms have many bottoms. You know, sometimes there's a basement, then there's a hidden room under the basement, then you know there's like a little storage space.
But even after the last thing that happened, and I won't mention what it was on
Yeah.
there, which was terrible for you,
Traumatic.
everything that you went through, still not enough to beat this thing. Still
No,
not enough for you to say it's not worth it.
I'm still paying the price for that too.
In what way?
Physically. I messed myself up physically
Uh-huh.
from the severe car accident that I was in.
Now, and then you got in trouble with the, authorities over it and all.
Yeah.
But have you sued somebody?
No.
I
Not
thought,
yet.
I figured.
Wait, I'm trying to find out whether the airbag went off.
Oh, brother, Billy.
When
No,
I figured,
because wait, if the airbag went off, I wouldn't have gotten 9 staples in my scalp. Would split my scalp wide open. Go ahead, Fez.
There's nothing but staples holding you together.
Yeah, and when I had the gallbladder out, they put staples here too.
So you've got all these health problems.
Yeah.
You almost killed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, still, you can't get past that bottle.
I'm off the Valium.
Nice.
Yeah. That ever since the accident that night, because they found the bottle, in the car and.
Uh-huh.
You're baby stepping.
Yeah.
So you're willing to talk about it all now, because before you...
No, not in great detail.
Right,
You know.
just around it.
Just enough to say, there was, when you take medication, you're not supposed to drive. Let's put it that way. And when you take medication, you're not supposed to drive. You're not supposed to go 60 miles an hour with 3 cop cars chasing you and run into a telephone pole 60 miles an hour.
For someone who doesn't want to talk about it,
Now, was it the medication or the drinking?
It's the medication.
You're totally blacked out with what happened, right?
I don't recall it. That's why I have to get in touch with the police officer who was at the scene and the EMS people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I got hurt. Ron,
I'm guessing the telephone pole.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about in the car, how my scalp got sliced. I got a scar from here to here, which you can't see on radio, which is stupid. But No, I don't know what happened to me, where I hit my head, or how. If the airbag went off, I shouldn't have been cut. I shouldn't have split my scalp open.
So you're blaming it on them, not the fact that you're totally blacked out, trying to outrun 3 cop cars, and then you hit the telephone pole.
Using that car, no matter who made it, for things that it's not meant to do.
Well, it wasn't my car to begin with. It was a company car.
That you stole. Don't act like I don't know. And I'll tell you something else. Here's what kills me. This is what just kills me. I get the email from the cop. The cop emails me.
Yeah, I wanted to find out who that was for a violation of privacy, too. I was like, that was a lawsuit waiting to happen.
You know who it was? The same guy who dimed out on you in New York because he let you off that night.
Did I ever admit to that?
No.
When you got pulled over with some Yugoslavian man that you didn't even know.
Okay, Fez, now you're making up stories. Now you're making up stories.
All
He was
true.
Czechoslovakian.
Oh,
All right,
Baltic.
Billy Staples.
But I'm doing better today, Ron.
Yeah,
today I'm doing good.
24 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't took all the way down here on public transportation.
Uh-huh.
It was a beautiful thing.
Can you not drive right now? They take your license away?
I'm not allowed to drive, not because of legal or anything like that. I'm not allowed to drive for physical reasons.
What are your lingering defects from this accident?
Well,
That you're going to try to get an automaker on.
Well,
The airbag
to put it in the words of a famous song from Dark Side of the Moon, the second to last song on the album, it's called Brain Damage.
You really think you got some brain damage?
I know I have it. The MRIs show it.
All right.
So I've definitely.
Boy, is that going to be difficult to prove in court.
It's enough that I can deal with, but everything got a little whacked around it.
Right.
We're not where it should be, and there's some little, like, hey, what's that? That's not supposed to be there, But hey,
Your brain got shuffled.
yeah, really, it bang. It's like like a whack-a-mole inside your head when the brain goes against the skull, but walla 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 back and forth a few times.
So that's spooky.
Yeah, well, I've had many head concussions. It's not just the one. I had to fall up the stairs, which is totally the Long Island Railroad's fault.
You sued them.
Yes, and I won.
How much?
$10,000.
10 grand because you got drunk and fell up the stairs.
I was coming to work. I never came to work drunk.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you
And
did.
one time you blamed it on 9/11. He actually,
so low.
one of his many times of drinking, and then we catch him, right? Only because he's a problem guy. It's not like, how many people come in and out of here drinking, but Billy wrestles with it. It's hard for him. And then he would lie to us about it. And then finally when he got busted, because we would get these calls, he's at some topless bar, with his pants down around his ankles. And when they try to throw him out, Ron and Fez are going to rip you a new ass. Listen to the show tomorrow. And these people would call our boss and go, hey, look, if Ron and Fez attempt to tear us up, we will sue the station. And the boss is calling me at home going, look, you can't tear apart this. And I go, why? What are you talking about? When would I ever attack a topless bar?
Really?
Billy, was that you? No, it wasn't. He would lie and say it wasn't.
Not me getting dragged out, not even under his own power.
Somebody who looked a lot like me, and like I said, and it still happens. There are people who want to be me, and they will go and use that as an influence to get special favor.
All right, now here's a picture of Billy after the drinking has started again. And you can see
Billy.
the problems that he's involved in.
That's Billy completely nude on a futon.
This will be him at your house later.
Oh.
Remind me to get rid of the webcam.
Remind me to cover the futon.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Run of Fez.
How you doing? I was just amazed at how much kind of denial he's in. I mean, you're trying to bring out the point that this guy gets wasted. And then, I mean, with that car accident, you said it was Valium or something. Did they ever get a blood alcohol level on you?
No. No, they never did, because I was knocked unconscious and they couldn't get my permission. I was unconscious in the hospital.
They can do that. They can do that.
What a
to
break.
Blood, though, as well.
Yeah, but there wasn't any injury involved other than to myself. So they couldn't get a court order.
Right.
It wasn't necessary because there wasn't, they didn't suspect alcohol.
But then you did spend a little time with the state.
But it's just amazing how powerful denial is, because they keep pointing out the fact that you're drinking ridiculously and you want to go on, wow, I got my head split open in this airbag. I'm going to find out if I can sue these people.
Look, if I got brain damage and my time on this planet's limited, I'm going to go out in style.
How do you have brain damage? Do you have short memory loss?
Yeah, I do. I have short memory loss. I have cognitive difficulties. I have sensitivity to light and to sound. I get pain in my ears. Okay. That's why I'm not wearing headphones.
Yeah, Elizabeth, I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth.
I got numbness in my leg and my hands and my fingers.
Numb lips, dry lips.
All right. Well, enough.
Fingernail sensitivity.
The power of denial is just unbelievable. But thanks a lot. Bye.
And you say it was only you that got hurt. There's the telephone pole that Long Island has to pay for, and this mystery company that's missing a car.
So, yeah, they actually reported it stolen the next day.
Yeah, so would I.
Why did you spend time as a guest to the state if you did nothing wrong? Why did you miss the Super Bowl?
Well, I really didn't miss it. It wasn't my...
Oh, yeah, you were watching it with the boys.
Yeah, trust me, and it's a fight to watch anything other than Cops or America's Most Wanted.
That's the two shows they want to watch inside?
It's amazing. It's like you go in and all the brothers, all they want to watch is Cops and America's Most Wanted, and we're like, dude, this is what got you here. What do you want to see this for? You looking for your homies or something? And they're like...
You're like going Superior.
And damn Superior.
The voice of reason at the State Hotel.
And,
it's the brain damage.
And the best thing is, we're all in our jumpsuits, right? In the orange jumpsuit, of course.
Orange balls failure.
And the guys are going, damn, these white boys is ignorant. Because we don't want to watch Cops. We're ignorant.
All right, Fez, this
impression.
This is an email attack on you. It says, I love how high and mighty Fez gets about drinking when Billy is around. Just because Billy is a world-class drunk doesn't mean Fez is clean. Well, Fez definitely isn't clean, but he doesn't have to be inside, and he's not out running the cops.
It's like comparing Hitler to Papa Doc.
Yeah, right.
I have a license. And I get to spend my weekends at home.
Jason, you're on Run and Fez. That is his home.
But you got rid of all your orange shirts.
Hey, this guy's out of his mind. He's an alcoholic. He's in denial. He's probably a drug addict who's in denial. He wants to sue the airbag company for brain damage. How much brain damage would he have had going through the windshield without an airbag?
Well, no, see, I didn't go through the windshield because there was no glass embedded in my head or anything. I just had an
airbag.
But can't the airbag people argue that they saved your life even though you ended up with a scar on your head?
Then I'm suing them. If that's what they did. If it's their fault, he can get back out on the road again.
What amazing thing is... No, what even is more amazing, you know these near-death experiences with the bright light and everything? All I remember after seeing the flashing lights in my rearview mirror and stuff and taking off because I panicked,
right,
was making a turn, not making the turn, and feeling an impact and a bright flash of light. This bright flash of white light. And the next thing I remember is...
God, that was the airbag, you idiot.
Thank you. No further questions.
No, but it's that... It didn't... Listen to Perry Mason. It had nothing to do with the airbag. I had no powder on me, no powder residue, no burns from the airbag.
Tom Snetton could win this case.
Gallagher or whatever.
What is your point? You think that's some spiritual thing that you have while you were drunk and high on Valium?
Yeah, it had to be. Remember, we also made the white bird that saves you from the heavens and stuff that comes down?
That saves you from heaven.
All right. Now, after this happened, you told me, and we went out of our way to keep this whole story off the air, protect you. You're like, Ronnie, this is a religious thing for me. It's a spiritual thing. I'm done. My partying days are over. I've been saved for a reason. I'm going to be out saving other people. And I'm like, best of luck to you, Billy. I hope it all works out. And here you are saying that you're using again.
I'm just not driving. I never got in trouble unless I was driving.
Right.
So, I'm not allowed to drive. I got the brain damage. I got the lesions of doom, whatever you want to call them, and, from the traumas. I've had multiple. As a matter of fact, my friend told me when I was in L.A. last year, I got so drunk sometimes I hit my head on the pool, once on the futon and once on his kitchen table. So I've been banging the heck out of my head for the past 2 years.
So how can you blame it on the airbag people, Joe Rockhead?
No, this is the last one. This is the camel that broke the straw's back.
Wow.
So
brain damage.
Troy Aikman suing the NFL.
Yeah, look,
here's the other thing, Billy.
Steve Young, Al Toon, I'm the same, just like them.
Yes, but only they did it through football. You've done it through constant drinking.
And you didn't get a color commentary job out of it.
In 11th grade against Freeport High School, I got my bell rung, and I actually went into the wrong huddle. So I had
Oh, man, I'd kill for that videotape. What are we to do, boys?
And I was
Who the hell are you?
And Freeport High School on Long Island is not a very white school,
Uh-huh.
and I was the only white kid in the huddle. Not only the wrong uniform. So no, I have my head traumas go back a ways.
All right, but here's the thing, Billy.
Yeah.
And I just got to get this out here because I know, we always talked about working together again.
Mm-hmm.
But you come all the way down here on the Chinatown bus to tell us you're using again and you have brain damage, and why don't we put the band back together? Do you see what I'm saying?
This is a resume.
From our point of view, it looks like you're heading for the edge and don't care.
Well, blood is thicker than water, Ron.
It's Courtney Love's resume.
And
what was the name of the guy who went off Dead Man's Curve from the 50s or the 60s?
Dan or Dean?
Yeah, Dan or Dean.
I can be the Dean. All right, he still stayed with Jan.
No, he didn't. They went out and got another one.
No, they tried it at first. They had the music
They
playing.
never let that retard on stage. I know for a fact. Don't act like you're telling me about music.
No, they did it once, and the record skipped.
The guy toured everywhere with a new Dean or Jan.
Oh, what are Peaches and Herb?
Yeah.
How many Peaches have there been?
I have no idea.
At least a half a dozen. So
You keep making other people's points for them, Billy.
I'm better in certain ways. Like it's
The
like,
brain damage.
Yeah, the brain damage can bring out other aspects in a person, like an autism a Brain Man kind of aspect, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we need. Someone counting toothpicks around here.
Chris Sherman Fez.
Yeah, I'd like to take Billy to a meeting. Take up another 24-hour chip.
No, I got I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 6 left. 24-hour chips.
Yeah, I'll just play back that tape. Billy was talking about the camel that broke the straw's back.
The camel that broke the straw's back.
It's
Okay.
like being with a drunk Memento. That's the problem. It's Memento doesn't know that he's had enough to drink.
That's my short-term memory. I write everything down.
Really?
Yeah, I have to write everything down now.
Tattoo it on your body.
That's a bit extreme.
So, because of your brain damage, you're never able to work again.
Well, that's not been proven yet. I mean, I have the extent of the brain damage has not been quantified. There are some things in my head that aren't supposed to be there. I just had an MRI. I've had so many MRIs, things stick to me.
Right.
And it's like, but they found, with the brain, around the brain stem and the cerebellum, but they haven't increased in 6 months. So that's good.
Right.
So then maybe they're just there from the trauma. They're not going to get any worse. And I'm going to vestibular therapy, all kinds of different doctors.
But you're doing all this stuff for your brain, and you're still using, you're still drinking.
Yeah.
You're still pickling it.
Wait, I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm not allowed to take pain medication.
Hi, Napoleon, you're on Fez.
Shut up, I am not.
Idiot.
That's retarded.
Let's go feed Tina, you big fat lard.
Tell your mom to shut up. Tina, come get some ham.
Thanks. It's not like every high school kid is doing that voice. All right, we're going to take a break. Fez, what do you think of your buddy? What do you think of your house guy?
Looking forward to it tomorrow night.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah, Friday Night Lights with Billy Staples.
Looking forward to it.
See, I like to go out on Friday Night Lights, have a couple of beers, enjoy myself.
Couple?
Yes, enjoy myself.
Where Ron has to come over and vacuum your throat out because you're sick or something, and talk and sit all night with you.
That's only happened in the studio. It's never happened at Friday Night Lights. I'll admit this. Stop playing the song. I forgot Mikey D's birthday. Billy, you're not going to make a mess tomorrow night, are you?
No, I'll take care of you. I'll be your guardian angel.
Yeah, we'll both be seeing bright white lights.
He's going to be with you for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
You should see the bags I packed. I got nowhere to go.
I got nowhere else to go. All right.
It's so great to be out of the basement.
We are going to take a break. Billy Staples. Fez's best friend is back together with him.
I shall return.
Billy, because of all the stuff that was happening there for a while, where you were in the Incubus video, I really felt like you were on your way and things were going to work out for you.
Oh, I was loaded during that time out in L.A.
You were whacked, huh?
Yeah. I can't believe how easy it is to find dealers in L.A.
Well, I
mean, when you don't know anybody.
What was the drug of choice out there? On the crack. Crack?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Ronnie.
Billy. Crack is on the house. We'll take a break. We're right back. Ron and Fez. Hey, it's the Ron and Fez show. Just hanging out here tonight. End of the last hour. Our good buddy Billy Staples is in the house. Came down on the Chinatown bus. Hanging out with Fezzy for a couple times. Fez, Friday Night Lights is canceled this week.
It has been canceled?
Yeah.
Because Billy's here?
No, I'll be there. Then I'll take over. I'll be there tomorrow night.
Somebody needs to breathe a little life into it. Fez is kind of...
I really hear that it's fading away, Fez. You need somebody to get up there, dance on a table, let their pants fall down or something.
Yeah, but that always leads to more trouble, Billy. Sure, it sounds fun in the beginning, you with your pants down. But then it just leads to more trouble.
I brought clean underwear.
No, that's a first.
I didn't know you owned any.
Brand new.
Hey, Bob, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, Ronnie, can you believe this Rain Man?
He is Rain Man.
I'm telling you, Billy, what's it going to take? I mean, you say you got some brain damage already. What's it going to take to stop drinking and drugging, dude?
Probably a spiritual awakening, a lightning bolt from God. When it happens, it'll be time, and when that time comes, it'll be relieved from me. Right now, it's still there. I've got the addictive gene in the chemical imbalance that makes me want to drink. I'm not like you.
Billy, how many wives have you been through? Two. Dating now? Now I'm online dating. Internet dating. Now, does that just mean you run a quick batch in the chat room? How does that work? Nah, I've actually gone past that whole cyber batching. I kind of grew out of that.
Good for you.
Yeah, that was, I only did that when I was married for some reason. Now that I can do it, I guess I'm afraid of mom walking in. That would be worse.
Yeah. So you have a regular internet girlfriend?
No. I am on there. I get emails and smiles sent and, winks from girls, and we talk and, we arrange meetings and stuff, but it's kind of hard for me.
Why is that? No car?
No job, no car.
Yeah.
It's kind of a turnoff when they say, hey, yeah, let's get together. I'm like, well, I don't drive.
You know what's a great idea to do is a friend of mine did that he didn't have a car. He had the same situation as you. He posted that he wasn't you're from New York. He posted that he was from Pittsburgh, and then he would get girls in New York and say, I'm in town for the weekend.
Yeah, I'm in town.
Right, I'm in town.
I have no car. I'm staying at my mom's house.
Exactly. That could work, man.
I don't know. Hey, Bart, why didn't you tell me? I could have brought you an extra chromosome from New York. You didn't know you were missing one.
No, why turn on me?
I'm
just sitting here listening to your...
I'm just looking at the guy.
Stock joke?
No, he looks like I'm sitting here looking at who he reminds me of. He reminds me of the offspring of the guy from Goonies and the
Chunk
or Sloth.
Yes, and the guy from the Warriors, the big-headed bald guy.
Yeah, Terror.
Yeah.
How did this turn on me?
No, I never met you. Just reminded me.
He thought he would take you down a peg, big man.
Yeah, but, it doesn't have to be a Yinzer to be, from out of town. Why does it have to be Pittsburgh?
Can't even follow what you're saying. You're not even speaking English to me.
That's because you're from Pittsburgh.
Oh, man, this is Fez. We didn't expect this.
I wasn't counting on this whatsoever. Just a standoff right out of the gate.
Nah.
It's one mediocre producer attacking another mediocre producer.
So, he does the things that I feel I'm above. I don't turn the knobs and dials. And
why would you feel you're above that?
That's the Connecticut School of Broadcasting stuff or whatever.
Right. Broadcasting is the word.
I did that for years.
That hurts, man.
Yeah.
The button pushing thing, that really got to me.
Well, Fezzy, since Billy brought it up, a lot of people have been sending us this thing that you did with All Access.
Oh, yeah, I heard that was up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the All Access guy wanted an interview with me.
Now, how did that come up?
I was looking for jobs in the All Access area. I'm a member of All Access. So
this is kind of an inside radio thing.
Yes, it's one of the top between radio and records and All Access, and probably the two top radio sites. And they was reading all these. They were also milk toast, cookie cutter. I love the business. I'm going to keep trying. PDs have been so nice to me. It was such a great experience at the station. Blah blah blah. Bull crap. It's somebody tell it like it is.
Who's saying that? Other people posting?
Yeah, no. So I sent the guy an email, and I was like, why don't you have an interview with anybody who's honest and say what it's really like? And he sent me a template, to do it. I filled it out.
So you approached him.
But you're
No. I only approached him, not for an interview. I wanted to know why everything was so, nicey nice.
Oh.
Fez, here's the thing. Billy, you've been out of work for 2 years, right?
Let's see, 22 months, 8 days, yeah.
Okay.
Thereabout.
And you do this thing with the All Access website about how radio sucks and all the suits suck.
It was 6 months ago. I did that, by the way.
The suits.
Now, did this just come out recently?
Yeah, this just came out this week, I heard. I did it 6 months ago when I was still hadn't gotten over my anger issues and my bitterness. So,
but now the same people that would maybe hiring you, whether they're in terrestrial radio or satellite, see this and think this guy is a loose cannon.
Well, I'm a comedian. They should take that for what it's worth.
They're not going to. I went to tell you how reality works. This is the kind of stuff that just doesn't work for you.
Well, you know what, Ron? If it don't work, it don't work. But I got to be me. And I'm not going to sit there and lie and become the people that I detested filling that out. And you know what? If it shoots me in the foot, let it shoot me in the foot.
All right, but Billy,
I have other knives in the, what is it?
Knives in the woods.
Yeah, whatever.
But in 2 years, you haven't gotten a gig.
I haven't really looked too hard.
Right. So why the anger? Why the anger about the radio business? And you worked with us for how long?
2 years.
3 years?
2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you've been out of work as long as you were in work.
A little longer, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So the fact is, why this aggressive pride against the people who've worked in the business for 25,
it's a character
30,
defect.
40 years.
Why do you consider yourself an expert and an insider?
Well, they go hand in hand. I was there. I'm an expert at what I did, and I was inside. And then I got my book title, too.
You also don't like anyone who does the producing side of the business.
No, actually, not. I didn't say the producing side. I said the kind of like the board op side. The the little monkey stuff.
That's what that's part of what a producer does. Oh. And that would be something a program director would be interested in if you were trying to get back inside the business.
No, see, I'm a specialist.
And I don't like the fact that you brought up our names.
Why?
That's humiliating.
Or some book that we did well in 2 years ago.
Completely complimentary. And I'm a little...
What did he say?
A little insulted that you would feel that way.
About our last book before the St. Pat's thing.
It said, one of the things that I'm most proud of, and that was the fact that we were given a goal and we accomplished it.
Yeah, I know, but...
think of your own things to be proud of, not group efforts.
No, they did not. I was there. We were a team. We did it all
Did
together.
You go to the victory dinner? Let me ask that. Did you go to the victory dinner?
That's only because of a misconception about some silly decals with meat fists.
Then you actually said, we made history.
Oh, God.
Congrats, guys.
That's so humiliating.
We did.
We beat the Yankees and the urban stations in New York.
But it was 2 years ago, Billy. No one cares.
That's the last time we were there.
No one cares. No one goes back and talks about their old books.
Ron, I have nothing but the past.
I know, but I'm trying to tell you this doesn't help you.
You know what has helped me?
I will tell you this. I talked to people about you, and one of them sent me this thing.
Okay.
So I would say if you act like, okay, I never want to work in the business again, then yes, this is working out for you.
Well, see, Ron, it's very simple. I mean, you're quick-witted. All you have to say is, yeah, Billy did that. He did that a couple of months after he was like...
Why? I don't need to lie for you, Billy. I have my own responsibilities in life. I'm not going to talk to responsible people and start covering for you and then explain that because of a faulty airbag, you're an effing retard. I don't need an anchor around my neck.
See, Ron, I don't see it that way. I'm sorry. I believe you're wrong. I think that will help me.
The perception
of you... it isn't. I'm getting this from people in satellite radio and terrestrial radio.
Oh, God in heaven.
Going, why do you bring this guy's name up to me?
Can I show you 6 emails I've received from around the country of people who appreciate my candor and honesty?
Yes,
6 other unemployed people.
Only 4. 2 of them just got jobs.
The perception of you from this thing to anyone that could give you a break in radio again, to anyone that could hire you, is awful.
No, I chose my accomplishments on top of that. The things that were accomplished. Yeah, it left a bitter taste in my mouth the way things went down. It took me a while to deal with that. I dealt with it.
It's so long ago now, you might as well put on there the 5 letters you earned at your high school.
He edited it. I actually had the 9/11 thing about sneaking into the city on 9/11 too, but he took that out.
Why?
I don't,
Why would you bring it up? I mean,
as one of my finest accomplishments in radio.
One of your favorite moments in radio was 9/11. That's one of your favorite moments.
That's the one day we didn't yell at you. We had bigger problems than you that day. Did you also say that's the excuse you used for drinking?
It really did. I was walking down 8th Avenue and
what a day!
And without even thinking about it, I just made a turn and went into a bar and ordered a beer. Not even a conscious thought, just went like on autopilot.
And that was 2 hours before the first plane hit.
Oh, stop. It was not. That's not even funny.
It was 7 a.m. in the morning.
I was never that early for work.
When the second plane hit the towers?
Yeah.
Did you say to yourself, "Hey, this is the perfect excuse for me to start drinking"?
No, it didn't hit me too much later on. Yeah. I remember sitting at home and saying everything.
He dropped the drink he was pouring when he saw the footage.
Thinking of all those little bottles that were falling.
Oh, God, Billy.
No, honestly, I didn't think about... all I thought was, you know what? I'm in radio. I don't belong sitting on my couch. I need to be in the studios helping the people of New York, helping out at the station.
You were never allowed in the studio before. Why would you think that was your place?
Well, there's opportunity knocked. People weren't able to get in there. Did anybody else from our show up? Hold on. Did anybody else from our
Hawk showed up.
Well, Hawk lived 2 minutes away.
No, he did not. He had to walk into the city over the 59th Street Bridge when the entire city was walking the other way.
From Queens.
Yeah. Well,
and did it sober.
Sobriety has nothing to do with it.
And you were
useless. You came in drunk, and you were a burden. As always, you were a burden.
And a day later, you went to report live from a rally in Union Square and started taking the terrorist side.
No.
You started preaching against retaliation for the attack.
It was moving. It was a candlelight vigil.
More peaceful than terrorists.
It was all because of that guy reading, the girl reading a prayer. And it was just kind of misconstrued at the time, and all the candlelight. I had to climb on top of a bulldozer to actually get that.
All right, Billy, here's one of the questions that you took. It said, how will this experience change you when you get back to work? The focus of this is for 2 years, he can't work. Even though every one of our other producers went on to great jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Al's at K-Rock, Rory's at Sirius Radio with Maxim. They're doing great.
Wonder Boy's at Nag's Head.
Wonder Boy's working.
He has an airship.
And his own show. That's terrific.
And stealing my material, I heard.
What's your material?
I heard.
Is he getting drunk on the air?
No.
What's he doing?
So he's getting booed off the stage in North Carolina?
What is he doing?
No, I don't. That didn't happen.
What has happened?
I don't know. The guy IM'd me last night saying that he's a good friend of Ray's, and that he's when he's at stuck, he uses my material. I asked, what does he use? He goes, I'm not going to tell you.
It never happened. Nobody who needs a joke would use your material. All right, here's his material. How will this experience change you when you get back to work? The experience of sitting on the beach for 2 years. This is what Billy says. I am no longer a bright-eyed pumpkin when it comes to the business side of radio. I understand the concept of what a good show is and what it should sound like. I have many new ideas and concepts to work with. And with people always making headlines and doing all kinds of dumb stuff, I can't wait to write about it again. What are some of your concepts, Billy?
How are you going to reinvent radio?
Well, gentlemen, that's all because of you.
Right.
I mean, I actually not blame, but I will give you credit for that whole quote, because you guys taught me the business side of radio. And for that, I am eternally grateful.
I never remember being at a meeting with you.
You would not be doing the crazy interview with it like this and shooting off your fat mouth about the dumb suits.
See, Ron, I don't feel it's crazy. I feel it's like it's an honest. Part of when I was sober, part of the program is honesty. And you have to be honest. I don't want to.
I'm going to be honest, and you're retarded, Billy. I think you were better before when you were whacked out. And I think the best night you've had was when you hit the tree. That's when you were at your most lucid.
All I remember is seeing a nurse working on me in the emergency room.
Floating nurse.
I was floating, not the nurse. A black nurse.
Your one and only program director called you Meat Fist and said to stay away.
I think he just never got over the song I wrote about him. Because that was not my fault, that whole Meat Fist. That was somebody else's fault at the station, and she buried me. So,
who's that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
The promotions director at the time.
What was her name?
The chubby Texan girl.
Ethel?
Ethel. Yeah, by the way, she's going on to great things. It's serious.
I heard she's that serious, too.
Everybody who's at these companies, these brand new companies, you're already polluted with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I just got back.
No room for Meat Fist.
I got back from L.A. I got something going on in Long Island. So, I'm not totally without options. I'm waiting.
Fruit stand?
I'm sorry?
Fruit stand?
No.
What do you got going on in Long Island?
Your mom get you in on the hot dog vendorship at Nassau Coliseum?
Nice.
There's not a lot of work there with the no hockey. So, there's a radio station on Long Island that the PD, whose name also has to be Jeremy, we've been conversing back and forth, and I sent him my MP3s and my resumes, and wants to get together with me. So they want a third mic for a morning show.
Beauty.
So we'll see.
Perfect.
We'll see what happens.
What is it, an AA show?
Actually, I'd love to do a recovery radio show. That'd be great.
Recovery radio. That'd be hot.
Yeah, no, really, it'd be in a fun way. Not in a bad way. A lot of war stories and, like the stupid things we've done when we were drunk. I'm sure, Brian, you must have quite a few. Come from Pittsburgh. Was it Beer Town? Beer, whatever. Beer City, Steel Beer, whatever.
Wow, he's talking crazy. All right, let's take a break here. We'll come back and wrap it up. It's Ron and Fez Show.
Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Bill O'Reilly, Ron and Fez and the Washington Redskins, 106.7 WJFK.